pirate that sailed here in Virginia was a gentleman by the name of Edward Teach. Now, some of you might know who I'm referring to right off that name, but if not, this is a man simply referred to as Blackbeard. He said, quote, "At Guzarat I met with a Portuguese named Anthony de Silvestri. He came down with 2 other Portuguese and 2 Dutchmen to take on in the Moor service, as many Europeans do. This Anthony told me he had been among the pirates and that he had belonged to one of the sloops in Virginia when Blackbeard was taken. He informed me that if should be my lot ever to go to York River or Maryland, near an island called Mulberry Island, provided we went on shore at the watering place where the ship used most commonly to ride, that there the pirates had buried considerable sums of money in great chests, well clamped with iron plates." Clement Downing, an officer aboard the HMS Salisbury, wrote this account in 1737. It is safe to say that Downing never made use of this secret information, as he died penniless in England. Of his treasure, Blackbeard himself had said, quote, "The devil knows where I've hid my money, and I know where I've hid it, and the longest liver of the twain will get it all." But even Blackbeard himself has become a treasure. For one of the things that's unique about Blackbeard is that when he died at the hands of Lieutenant Maynard, it is remembered that Blackbeard got his head cut off. And according to legend, his body swam around his ship 3 times before it finally sank. As for the head, once they removed all the skin, muscle, tissue, hair, cleaned it off, the entire skull was dipped into silver and became a silver skull. Eventually, it found its way into taverns, and pirates and other individuals would look upon it and in some cases drink toast from this particular skull. Now, by the time of the American Revolution, the skull had disappeared. But it is rumored that one of the fraternity houses at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia, is in possession of this particular skull. And as such, part of the initiation rites into the fraternity, you must drink from the skull of Blackbeard. Is it true? Anyone's guess. But for anyone who's college-bound, you might want to check out your particular university's fraternity houses. You never know if they might have that or know a little bit more about it. But it is said Blackbeard buried another treasure somewhere along the York River, and that it is possible that this treasure was found shortly before the First World War. The late Colonel G.A. Graves recalled that a luxury yacht from New York appeared in the river one day and anchored within sight of the ruins of the Rosewell plantation, close to the mouth of Carter's Creek. When the family awoke the next morning, the yacht had gone, and when they made their way down to the shore, they found a hole dug in the bank, and at the bottom, the marks of a large rectangular object had been banded with iron whose rusted impression were clearly visible.